Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Anita Rivers. In today's video, we are going to talk about how a designer should represent themselves. Now, you may ask, what do you mean? I represent myself pretty good. Well, we're going to get into a little bit more detail on how you should represent yourself as a designer. I'm talking about how you should look, how you should speak during an interview, how to be prepared, and just everything that goes hand in hand with being a fashion designer. Now, we're going to talk about 3 major topics on how you should represent yourself as a fashion designer. Okay guys, so now we're going to talk about your look. Yes, your look. We're going to talk about your day-to-day look. Now, my day-to-day look when I go to work, because I work in a bridal salon, and I can wear anything I want, but sometimes I'm just too tired. The weather is crazy. So for me, I just throw on boom, 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 and I'm okay with that. On my regular day-to-day, when I'm not going to work, when I'm going like up the block or I have to meet someone, yes, I kind of dress up a little bit. I just makeup, like this look right here from like neck up. This is how I look on a day-to-day when I have business to take care of. No one's gonna see like my neck down. I have a coat on. So just remember that people see your face first, and your face is also your brand. Next, we're gonna talk about how you should look during a fashion show. Now, when I have a fashion show, or if I'm in it, or if I'm attending, trust me, I look good. So normally when I have a fashion show, I get a haircut, I get my makeup done, and the garments back there, whatever garment I've made last, I'm wearing that. No one can wear the outfit before me. That's a no-no. So like I said before, when doing a fashion show, I get my hair done, I get my makeup done, I get my nails done, and I have to wear one of my garments. Being a fashion designer means wearing your own garments. Some people don't believe in that. But me, I like to wear my own garments because people look at my face, they look at your garments, and then after they see you, they see your collection. So you being a fashion designer, I feel, has to match your collection. The best thing about actually wearing your garments when you have a fashion show is that normally 99% of the time you get dressed first, and then your models get dressed, and then you showcase your collection. Now, the reason why I actually like wearing my garments is because before the fashion show, normally you get interviewed by many different people, magazines, bloggers, and etc., stuff like that. So when someone looks at me, they say, oh my God, I love your dress. Boom. They notice you, they notice the dress, and then once they see your collection, they totally get it. They understand why you look this way. They understand your collection, and they can put 2 and 2 together. In my opinion, your collection must match the way you look, and the way you look should match your collection. You don't want to do a fashion show and you're unprepared, you look messy, your hair is not done, you just look a hot mess, and then you come out with a banging collection. I mean, there's people like that, but I feel that the designer should match the collection. That's just me. I'm not throwing shade to anybody. If you do a fashion show and you want to wear a t-shirt, a jeans, some heels, then go ahead, go for it, girl. But like I said, you are your own brand, so you should wear what you want to represent, and you should wear what you will be showcasing. My opinion, take it or leave it. Next, we're going to talk about networking. Now, networking is very, very easy. Some people don't even know how to network. But I'm going to show you different ways on how I network. Now, normally when I do fashion shows, no matter if I'm going to Harlem, if I'm going to Penn State University, no matter where I go, whenever I can't even speak, whenever I have a fashion show, I'm always wearing my brand. Like I said, you always have to wear your name, and you always have to be presentable. Now, what I mean by wear, I don't wear my custom pieces to the show. That's a no-no. When going to the show, I'm dressed comfortable, presentable, but then I always wear my name up here, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. So when going to fashion shows that's pretty far, I always wear t-shirts. Now, this t-shirt that I have here, it has my information on the front, and it has designer on the back. This is one of my first t-shirts that I've ever done. So this is the front, if you guys can see, And it says Classic Royalty, Anita Rivers, and it has my website, classicroyalty.com. This is the front. This is an old t-shirt. That's why that line is there. This is the front. And the back says the designer. So this is normally what I wear on my way to a fashion show. And it's funny because my mom has one too. Mine says the designer and hers says the mom. So this is pretty cool. So people know who we are, what we're there for, and you know, this is pretty great. People look at you and they say, who is that? This is who I am, the designer. I'm not a model, I'm not an assistant, I'm the designer. So these can definitely help you when you do fashion shows. Now the next one I have, this is pretty new. One of my homeboys made this for me. He's also a fashion designer. His name is Muggsy, and he's from the Bronx, of course. And he made me this shirt. Now the front just says Classic Royalty, and the back also says designer. Now this one I really love because it's shiny, it's fashion forward, it's not really in your face. But I definitely have to go to him to get another one because the black is starting to fade. I think I want to do one in white for this summer. But definitely, I really do feel that, you know, you guys should have t-shirts. Not like this per se, but you can do a t-shirt, you can do a tank top, even a jacket. I think my next thing I'm going to do is like a nice bomber jacket with like, you know, CR right here on the front. And then on the back it says like Classic Royalty with a big crown. Like, branding is everything. So I definitely think that would be a great addition to, you know, your closet. And you don't even have to wear it when you do shows. You can wear it whenever, wherever. They're comfortable t-shirts with your brand on it. Like, wear it to sleep.
Or not to sleep.
But definitely. I really think that idea is good for you. Oh, by the way, I actually got this t-shirt from Vistaprint. So I got this from Vistaprint, and you can choose your own not logo, but you can choose your own like background, and you can edit this any way you want to. And they charge you based on the texture of the the texture of the t-shirt. If you want this shiny or anything like that, they charge you based on like just everything. And it's like I said, this is an old t-shirt. That's why that is there. I have another one tucked away somewhere, but I definitely need to order a new t-shirt. And again, this t-shirt is from Vistaprint. For like $24. It's very cheap. So get you one. Next, we are going to talk about social media. How to network on all of your Instagram pages. Everyone has an Instagram page. Everyone has a Snapchat or a Facebook or a Twitter. And I feel that designers should definitely post, and continue to post your work, because you never know who's watching and who can use your garments one day. Now, on my Instagram page, I have over, I think, 12,000 followers, which is like not bad, but it's not great. Like, I don't have 1 million followers, but hopefully one day I'll get to that level. But Instagram has definitely helped me boost my clientele, you know, with posting my work on Instagram. I post pictures, I post captions, I post videos, and I hashtag a lot. And just by hashtagging has helped me gain, you know, clients for proms, for weddings, everything like that. Everyone in this world has an Instagram page, and everyone wants to find someone to do their wedding gown, their prom gown. So where do people go? To Google, to Pinterest, to Facebook, to Instagram. So if you don't have Instagram, if you don't have Snapchat, if you don't have Facebook, please get on it ASAP, because people are wanting to work with you. But if you are not, you know, easy access, how are you going to get clientele? Put your work out there, promote yourself, be on all these social media networks, because everyone has them. And I guarantee you, you're going to go from having 1,000 followers to 5,000 followers in like less than a month. Okay, next we're going to talk about business cards. Everyone should have a business card. I'm going to show you what my business cards look like. Okay, if you guys can see that, this is my business card. And it says Classic Royalty Designs, Anita Rivers, fashion designer, Bronx, New York. And then it has my phone number, my Instagram, my website, my email. And then it says on the bottom, it says proms, weddings, sweet 16s, birthdays, kids, men's, swim, and more. So whoever gets this card knows that I do all of the following below. And my card just looks very expensive. Like, cards aren't expensive, number one. But what's on the card, it must say expensive. You don't want to be that person that has your picture and then it says, contact me with your phone number. It has to be professional. And also, if you guys notice, my t-shirt matches my business card. So that's also cool. And like I said, I got these cards from Vistaprint. They weren't expensive. I believe I got 5,000 cards for like $10. And you can build this any way you want. Right now, this is a black matte. And the back is just, you know, plain. You can get cards where the front is your information and the back can actually have like a calendar. You can put a picture. You can put an appointment information on the back of here, but that's more money. So everyone, please, please, please be on top of getting your business cards done. Vistaprint, I've been using for a couple of years now, and it's very reliable, and you get discounts. And I don't know, I just like business cards. You can set yourself aside from someone who has a business card from someone who don't. Business cards means you are ready for business, and having a business card means you are professional. Let me get a little bit closer so you guys can see that. See how nice and elegant that looks? It's just a beautiful card. You don't need much on the card. Simple, classic, and it reads royalty. Just like my brand, Classic Royalty. So besides having a business card, I also have like mini posters, I guess. Now, I got these posters from Snapfish, and I normally put these into, like, you know, the little goodie bags they put on people's chairs, fashion shows and stuff like that. So I put these in here. I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is my postcard, and this is what it looks like, okay? So there's me on this side, and you have two of my models on the other side. That's my logo. It's a short bio of what the audience have just seen, and down here is my information. Now, I don't give this to people, like, hand, but these go into, like, the gift bags during fashion shows. I'm not going to read you my bio, but you can definitely find my bio on my website. But this is also another suggestion. I got these from Snapfish. They're actually free. You can get 100 of these free a month. And you can put actually anything on here. I'm actually going to show you what else I've done with Snapfish. This is the website, so you guys can see. It is Snapfish. I've been getting these postcards over the past year, and I always update it with a new picture. So here's one. There's me. There's me. I look happy. I'm wearing one of my garments. There's my logo and my information. So that's one. And I love that. Another one is this one here. So same bio, same logo, just a different picture. I normally update them when I have a new collection or I have a new design because, you know, I don't want to have an old dress on and the audience is looking at a new collection. So there's me looking all cute and everything, you know, custom made Classic Royalty dress, Christian Louboutins on, you know. It's all in how you represent yourself. Always be professional, always think out the box, always be prepared. You don't ever want to say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any more business cards. That's a no. I've never ever had that problem because I carry business cards. My mother carries business cards. And if you do run out of business cards, you can always give them a postcard. Okay, so this last topic we're going to talk about is your brand. And again, how to be professional. Being professional is learning how to speak, what to say, what not to say, and actually your face expressions as well. The first thing you should know about being professional is being on time. Now, if you have a fashion show and they want the models to be there at 11 and designers to be there at 12, what time are you going to get there? 12, 1, or 11? 11 o'clock. Designers should always be on time, and on time means in half an hour or an hour early, because you want to get up, you want to get there, you want to set your area up, you want to put your clothes in the rack, and then you want to watch all the models come in so that from a distance you can see, okay, I want her, I want him, and I want her. That's the smart thing to do. The next thing is being prepared. When you do these fashion shows, you gotta be prepared. You gotta have all of your garments. You gotta have the proper equipment, and the equipment means, just spray, like fabric Febreze, so you can just spray your garments. You need to have a needle and thread. You need to have the rollers to take off the dust for your garments. You need that. You may need a ruler. You might find yourself a client during this fashion show and she may want you to make her a custom birthday dress. I have no clue, but you should always be prepared. You don't ever want to go to a fashion show with a sewing machine. I've seen it. It is so tacky. If you are not prepared and if your garments aren't sewn, why are you bringing a sewing machine to your place of business? And why are you even doing a show? If your piece is not finished, leave it home. Don't bring it to the show and then sew it, because that's so unprofessional. I don't want to see that. And that's tacky to me. And if you're doing a fashion show and you bring a garment and you're bringing a sewing machine, I'm gonna be like, that is so tacky. I'm gonna talk about you. Like, that is so tacky. I hate seeing that. And trust me, I've seen that before. The next thing we're gonna talk about is your guests. Now, when I do fashion shows, it's always me, my mom, and sometimes my best friend. But he's been MIA for a little bit. No shade to my best friend. I still love you. But definitely, when I do fashion shows, it's normally just me and my mom, and that's it. But like I said, I've seen people, when it's the designer, their friend bring a friend, their friend bring a friend, and like their other friend. I'm just like, you don't need all those people. You don't know how big the space is in the back for you to bring all those people. You don't need yourself, a hairstylist, a makeup artist, because when you do fashion shows, you get your makeup done anyway and you get your hair done anyway. But the smart thing for you to do is what? Be prepared. So when you do a fashion show, have your makeup done already, have your hair done already, and you be prepared. That is 2 less things for you to even worry about. So of course, we have went over a lot of great details on how a designer should represent themselves. You gotta have the look, your day-to-day look, and you gotta have your fashion show look, which is, your hair done, your nails done, and your outfit must be on point from A to D. The next thing we talked about is about networking. Business cards, postcards, social media, t-shirts, all of that. If you don't have any of those, please get them ASAP. That will definitely set you aside from a tacky designer or beginner designer, from a professional. Okay? And the last thing we talked about was your brand. How you should present yourself, how to be professional, but what to say, what not to say, and things like that. But exactly, I have a perfect example I'm going to share with you guys. So I think it was last year, I did a fashion show called Fashion on the Hudson, and I'm actually doing this year. I'm actually doing it this year, 2017, and it was a great show. I do it every year. This is going to be my 3rd time doing it. Now this definitely made me feel uneasy, but I had to put on my designer spirit, my designer face, and I had to be professional. It took me this much from smacking this lady. But anyway, so I got there early and I fitted all my models. And as the designer, you can set up where you want your models to line up when they do the finale walk or when they just walk through a collection. Now, this designer came up to me and she was like, is it okay if you move your model from the end to the beginning because she's in my line? I said, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, because I picked that model first, and when I went to the casting a few months ago, I needed her to be my opening piece. I said, that's fine. And if you didn't know, in between segments, there's an intermission or someone's performing. So you have time to dress your model. I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not changing my model from the ending to the beginning so that you can use her. No, this is a fashion show. I'm a designer and I want her to be where I want her to be. Who are you to tell me where to place my model? Like, who are you? Like, how dare you even come to me with that bullshit? Like, who are you again? I don't got time. And then I went out for an interview and then I came back. And then I overheard that she was talking about me saying that, I don't make great clothes and who do I think I am and who that young chick over there. I'm just like, do you have a clue on who I am? Do you know what magazines I've been in? Do you know how many followers I have? And then you know what the tea was? When she pulled out her clothes out of her suitcase, her clothes look a hot mess. Her clothes was like the 99-cent store / American Apparel. Like, I mean, it was just straight spandex with like cut out holes and stuff like that, not even finished. I'm like, are you kidding me? You coming to me with this bullshit and your clothes look like a hot mess? Like, I just can't with designers like that. It's just like, bitch, who are you? Like, oh my God. And then you know what I did as a professional person? I went to her, I said, excuse me, I didn't mean any disrespect, but if you want to use your model, you could definitely use her for whatever you want to use her for. I went to the model, I said, my love, you can walk for her, and you know, I won't be using you anymore. And that's it. It's about being professional. I don't have time for people to be telling me what to do and how to do it when they're not the designer. You know what I did? I chose another model who was way better, who looked better, and who walked better. I don't have time for situations like that. And you should never get into an altercation with a fashion designer or a model or a makeup artist, or a makeup artist or a hairstylist. That is not your right. And you should just leave it alone. It's easier to walk away. You look the most professional when you walk away and you just let it go with ease. It is not your business. Just calm yourself down, put a smile on your face, and don't let people judge you for you. Let people judge your collection, because at the end of the day, those people talking shit about you, once they see your collection, they're gonna be like, it was alright. It was whatever. But deep down inside, they're mad because your collection was so much better than theirs. And trust me, that's happened to me all the time. There's been times people talk about me all the time. Who is she? Where's she coming from? Is she a model? Is she a designer? Oh, she short this. She bougie. She thinks she the shit and all that stuff. Yes, I am bougie. And yes, I do think I'm the shit because I know my designs are the shit. But what gives you the right to judge me based off me just sitting there in the corner not speaking to anybody? I come in, I say good morning to everyone, good afternoon to everyone. And that means I'm rude because I'm being nice to everybody. That's no here, no there. But like I said before, I definitely hope you guys learned some things, well, some little small tips on how to be more professional, how to be a better designer, and just how to, you know, take everything in. Be professional. It's all about being professional and you know, teaching other people. And it's not normally in what you say, it's how you say it. Excuse me, I don't think what you said was appropriate, or excuse me, I feel, you know, people will take that better than bitch, you know. And being nice and with a smile can get you a long way in the future. So I hope you guys learned something. Thank you guys for watching my channel, and you guys like my jacket. It was only $8. But anyway, thank you guys. See you soon. Mwah.